Welcome back to Tech from the Top. Now, joining me, I have just a guy from London who managed to get the most popular Facebook page in the world during COVID and then has reached on to have more followers than most countries in Europe. Mr. Julius Dein, 63 million followers across Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Great to have you here. How are you doing?
Thank you, Jess. Thank you for having me. Pleasure to be here in Dubai with you.
I know. Great to catch up.
Powered by Fluid, the bank alternative for everyone.
So I'm going to jump straight in because I think just to introduce to the audience, the sheer traffic that you managed to establish, especially 2020 was like the real peak of it all.
Crazy.
Can you break it down for our viewers?
Yeah, we did 45 billion views. 45 billion views. That's it. Number one most viewed Facebook page in the entire world.
Insane.
Right, categorically. As a matter of fact, beat every single publisher in the entire world. It was me and my small team of 25 people. Lab Bible, Daily Mail, Huffington Post, big companies, 2,000-3,000 employees. We beat them.
Incredible. So if we go back a little bit to kind of how your social media journey started, because magician originally is kind of like a little childhood hobby when you were 13.
Yeah, I still like to think I'm a magician.
You are still a magician.
Just an evolved magician.
But now you're an entrepreneur as well. You're a social media guru.
Yeah,
you know?
magician entrepreneur.
When did you first start posting on socials?
Started posting on socials when I was 21 years old. Did a study abroad year at UCLA, saw all these big social media influencers in America, Logan Paul, Amanda Cerny. I was like, damn, this is crazy. They're going viral. They're building businesses for themselves. So I started posting my magic tricks because I love magic. I started posting magic on the internet and nothing really happened. But then over time, started to evolve, started moving it from YouTube to Facebook. And then boom, one day, video hit, popped, got 50 million views, got my first 10,000 followers, boom.
First 10,000 followers, where it all began. Shout out to the first 10,000.
Shout out to the first 10,000. Don't know who you are, apart from my family and my friends and the guys that message me, but yeah, love.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So talk us through that video then. Was there something that you were like, okay, looking back, I can see how it went viral? Or was it just kind of like this freak thing?
Yeah, listen, I was trying to go viral. Right, I was literally like, how can I build an audience on the internet? And firstly, you got to start by the basic stuff, like getting your friends to like your page, blah blah blah. That's like the easy stuff. And then it's like, right, how can you get traffic? So I saw YouTubers. I was like, damn, I want to be a YouTuber. So I started posting YouTube magic tricks and all that type of thing. But it wasn't getting any traction. I'd literally get like 50 views. Moved it to Facebook, and on Facebook, big difference between YouTube and Facebook. Do you know what it is?
No idea.
It's the share button. You can share videos. So I told people, I found ways of getting people to share my videos. I reached out to big Facebook pages and I said, hey, can you guys share my video, right? So that's the big difference between Facebook and YouTube. So eventually, after a lot of failure, DMing a lot of Facebook pages, I had a page share one of my videos and it went viral. So that's the distribution side of it. The content side of it is like, I tried lots and lots of different videos, very little success, magic tricks, pranks, sketches, all that type of thing. But when I had the right video combined with the right distribution, i.e. I found how to make a video go viral and the content was great, that's when you get virality. Just like a podcast, right? If a podcast's shit, but the distribution's amazing, no one's going to keep watching it, right? You can, and vice versa. If the content's amazing, but no one sees it, it's not going to get any views.
What I like about this conversation is people talk about like TikTok now and it's like, oh, you can just go viral overnight. But what you're saying is actually there is a strategy behind it. And there's also loads of graph behind it. This is not an overnight thing for consistency. To be the best in the world, you guys were the most viewed in the world. Yeah. That takes years and years of kind of consistency.
Right, exactly. And it takes a formula and it takes trial and error. And when you understand how to do it, then you execute.
So we talked about first 10,000 on Facebook. And then after that, there was the consistency, sharing, distributing. Do you remember the first 1 million?
Yeah, first 1 million was a video I did with my grandma called How to Magic Tricks with My Grandma. I did a compilation on Facebook, smushed it together. Listen, this came down to my share guy, right? I had like a dark force share man. Right, his name was Fortify. Right, he's got 15 million followers on Facebook. I was DMing a million pages trying to like build my network. Like, you know how you have your LinkedIn network.
Yeah.
Right, I have my share network. It's like, who can I find to share my videos? So anyway, I found this guy called Fortify. Right, he had like an app that he was promoting. So so he basically said to me like, yo, if you make videos for my app, I'll give you a share on my Facebook page with 50 million followers. Does this make sense?
Yes.
Right. So I was trying lots of videos out. He was sharing my videos. They were all kind of here or there, a few million views here or there, a few 100,000 views, because this guy had 50 million followers. So like when he shares my video, it'll get a lot of views. Make sense? Right. Eventually, I did a compilation mashup with my grandma. Right. This video went on to get 160 million views. Right. It was a bunch of magic tricks in my grandma, magic and pranks. I posted it on my Facebook page. I had maybe 10, 20,000 followers. I hit on my share man. I'm like, yo, Fortify, I've been promoting your game Color Switch. I've been helping you make videos with this game. By the way, shout out Fortify, now lives in Dubai. He made $15 million from this game. I helped him do it indirectly because I was one of his creators that was helping him make these games, with making these promotions. Anyway, he shared my video, went super, super viral. I got 160 million views in a few days, again, because I had the content and the distribution, makes sense? And my page started to grow, ended up getting like 500,000 followers in a very, very short space of time, and then went on to get 1 million, 2 million, 5 million, and now the Facebook page is on 44 million likes, but no friends.
I'll be your friend on Facebook,
Thanks.
don't you worry.
On Facebook. you didn't say real life, did you?
Facebook and Snapchat.
I kind of meant real friends, but I'll take a Facebook friend at this point.
So Facebook came first, and then it was Instagram for you as well.
So on the Facebook videos, I started promoting Instagram, Snapchat, etc. So boom, it all happened together.
Yeah.
For those watching or trying to pop on social, find your platform and cross promote everything.
Okay.
Right? And right now TikTok is lit. Like, don't get me wrong, TikTok's lit. Like everything, like people are popping on TikTok with 0 followers. So you've got to find the platform that works for you. And then you've got to just knuckle down, cross promote, give people a reason to follow on other platforms.
So,
this is like the 101. This is like the 101 of social.
We love a 101.
Okay,
I think
101's good. Hopefully
people that are
helps.
watching at home have probably got their notebook out and they're like, I want a Julius Dein 101 on social.
All right, well, this is the 101. Find your platform, start
Okay.
making content, figure out ways of going viral, hit new platforms. TikTok is a new platform. YouTube Shorts is like, when I say new platform, like it's new. It's like unsaturated. Not even a platform, a feature. YouTube Shorts is a feature, right? YouTube is saturated. YouTube Shorts is a new platform.
Now let's talk about the next opportunity that you really took advantage of. This was 2020. So this was when COVID hit. The world kind of shook up a little bit. Some people were like, I'm going to go back home, live with my mum, chill a little bit. And you were like, no, we're going to go and build this content creation house. We're going to blow up.
Right.
Talk us through that.
All right, cool. So listen, it was a pandemic.
Yeah.
I just had this crazy couple of years becoming this world-traveling street magician, building my Instagram to 7 million followers, my Facebook to 20 million followers. And I just done a world tour. I was obsessed with magic and boom, pandemic hits. Right. And by the way, at this point, I'd like not made a lot of money. I had a very strong magic brand that was global. And everywhere I went in the world, I go down the streets of Mumbai, I go to Johannesburg, I go Israel, I go London. People recognize me as, yo, you're Julius, you're the street magician, right? Which I loved. I loved the brand building part, but I was a little bit dissatisfied with like the business building part. It's like, how am I going to turn this into a profitable, viable business? Make sense?
Yeah.
So global pandemic hits. I'm like, oh, right, this is not good at all, right? Well, I mean, what am I going to do now? Like, I can't even do magic. You can't even go within 6 feet of someone. I'm a world-traveling magician that can't do magic and can't travel because they banned flights. Yeah. So I was with my ex-girlfriend at the time, shout out Estelle. We were in Mexico together. Global pandemic hits. I can't do magic. We're so bored. We've got nothing to do. We're living in this beach town called Playa del Carmen. My mum told me to not come home to London, and there were barely any flights anyway. So I stayed in Mexico. And we saw these videos starting to pop on Facebook, these really longed out shit videos, right? And they were getting like 50, 100 million views. And I was like, oh, 100 million views on someone like about to throw an egg at someone for 3 minutes. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
These like super cringy, longed out videos, like extremely fake, right? And I was like, I want a piece of this, right? So me and Estelle were like basically like, we're like, right, let's give this a go. So we copied one of these like really longed out pranks, right? Thinking like, okay, maybe we can like trick the algorithm. I had a bigger Facebook page. I felt like I was a better content creator. My girlfriend honestly was like beautiful, so better looking, all in. I had a better aesthetic, a better following, a better social media understanding. I was like, right, let's try and copy one of these viral videos and see what's going on with Facebook, because there seems to be some type of algorithm change. We make the video. Right, it takes us half an hour. I post it on my Facebook page. Boom, 100,000 live viewers. Within 48 hours, the video had 132 million views.
Wow.
Right? That video made $80,000 in a single day. I was like, holy shit.
I was just about to say, holy shit.
Holy shit. What is going on? I've just grinded my ass off on like the craziest street magic, right? Literally breaking even, barely. Maybe a little bit more than that, honestly. Like I still did brand deals and performances and shows, that type of thing. And then it's the pandemic, and we found this crazy way to just monetize and also have fun as well. Like, so me and Estelle, right, as we started making these videos every single day. We wake up in the morning, we're like, what stupid pranks, viral, cringy sketch can we make today? Pop. We did it for a couple of months. Long story short, don't mix work and relationship. We broke up. I called my team from London. I've got an amazing team of creative magic consultants and illusion builders and guys that make content in a kind of a magic-y way. Got them over to Mexico, right? And all of a sudden it went from me to like a team of 15. Well, it started with a team of 4. It started with a team of 4, then a team of 10, then a team of 20, then a team of eventually 30. We had multiple content houses. I had all of my team making videos on the internet, and that's how we ended up going to #1 in the world, right? It started with me and my ex-girlfriend making a video during the pandemic, during lockdown, copying kind of what we were seeing work on Facebook, and we cracked the formula and realized that there'd been a shift on Facebook from whatever it was to retention. Right, retention is the name of the game. If you can get your viewer to watch till the end of the video, it's good for the platform because they make more money, and it means that the video gets pushed out in the algorithm. So that's essentially what we were doing. Like, we'd figured out a way to crack retention by taking the hook of the video, whether it's a magic trick, whether it's a cringy prank, whether it's a funny sketch, whether it's a CCTV recreation, whatever it is, we'd put the hook at the end of the video, the viewers would watch through the video, and then Facebook would push it out on their algorithm. And by the way, this didn't just work on Facebook. My TikTok blew to 10 million followers in a year. My YouTube Shorts channel went to #5 in the world. We got 8 million subscribers in 7 months. The whole thing was absolutely crazy. We were living in a movie, sitting there in a beach town in Playa del Carmen, me and all my friends, just making viral videos and generating ridiculous revenue.
Are you allowed to disclose how many views roughly a month and like the revenue figures?
So we were doing 7 figures a month, and we ended up doing multiple 8 figures over the year and a half.
That's insane.
We were generating millions and millions and millions of dollars from these ridiculously stupid prank videos. Like, I don't understand how prank videos. I mean, I have not. I feel like me and my team were the first people in social media, right, to mass monetize short form pranks and turn that into a multi-million-dollar business.
And you mentioned then the formula was retention, so getting people to watch to the end as well. So I guess also you were constantly evaluating, like, this one people dropped off at this time, this one we need to make longer, this one did really well. How much of it is like data behind it? How much of it is like the math behind the situation?
So I wouldn't say it's maths, but it is looking at the content and being like, right, there's a boring moment. There's a boring moment, right? The way we saw it was almost like a pantomime, right? We want these videos to be appealing to the masses, right? Let's say, look, we had kind of different types of content. We had the magic tricks, we had like pranks, we had CCTV. I mean, we came up with this ridiculous format that was like a CCTV recreation, right? So we just take a mobile phone, we'd put it on put it on a tripod, and then we just like act out like, I don't know, like a robbery of like a cafe, or like a pregnant lady in the streets, or, you know, a man trying to break into a house, or a car theft, or whatever it is, right? And it's always the same people, right? It's not like the same 6 people just every single time, but the comments, some of these videos have 1 million comments, right? Literally, the video will get 100 million views for 1 million comments, right? We've had videos on Facebook with 800-900 million views. These videos were going so viral, the entire world was seeing it. I think my highest view video had 952 million views. There was this video where there was a girl lying on the beach and there was a jet ski, and my friend jumped up on a jet ski, like came up from the sea in the jet ski, snuck up, right, and spent 3 minutes, right, trying to tie her to the jet ski. I mean, it's the most ridiculous video. Obviously, you're going to wake up if someone's trying to tie you to a jet ski. But obviously, the aim of the game wasn't making the most authentic videos. It was making the most viral videos. And we weren't looking at the comments, because what we were focused on is how viral can we go? How do we get to #1 in the world? How do we beat our record of 6 billion views a month on Facebook? Right? So yeah, it was just an absolutely crazy time in my life.
There was one person that used to work for Facebook, and they came out and spoke about kind of audience retention. They were saying the thing that actually gets the most engagement is humor. Actually followed that is hate, like kind of these things that like you get people pissed off, and then people go in the comments and they're like, oh my God, I can't believe they did that to that poor girl. I can't believe they tied her to a jet ski.
Emotion, elicit emotion, right? People get emotional. Now, I don't actually think the comments are what impacted the video.
Okay.
I think retention is what impacted the video. But I'm sure having 1 million comments or 100,000 comments on a video isn't going to harm the video. Yeah? Facebook came out a couple of years ago and they said what they're really interested in is like meaningful interaction. Do you remember that? There was like a big algorithm update, like, we don't care about shares and likes and comments, we care about meaningful interaction. And I guess under some type of like, under some type of status, like meaningful, under some type of signal, meaningful interaction is what was being measured and kind of ticked off as like a kind of like, okay, this is meaningful interaction because people are commenting, debating about whether the videos are real, whether this girl actually would have woken up, whether this is dangerous, how dangerous is this, why is people are arguing about me, Julius, do more magic, where's the magic, what's going on, are these videos real, are they fake, where is this? There's just 1 million questions as to how this video has got 600 million views with 100,000 live viewers at this very second in time, and it's just someone filming on their iPhone. Let me tell you how we did it, we filmed everything on our phones.
Okay.
Right? We don't film on fancy cameras. We don't film on high quality red cams. We filmed everything on our iPhones. Just like when you see a TikTok goes viral, it's usually on iPhones, right? We always start with something really exciting in the first 3 seconds, right? So whatever the hook is, boom, we introduce it as fast as possible, because that way, when it starts to trend and push out to new audiences are naturally interested in what's going on. Make sense? Okay. Number 3, internationally appealing. You know what I mean by that? That means you don't even have to speak English to understand what happened. You could be French, you could be Russian, you could be Chinese, you could be Swedish. The only thing you have to do is to have eyes. You can't be blind. If you're blind, the videos don't work. Right? You have to be able to see the videos, because then you understand. So we'll make it like, it's almost like a pantomime. It's like a visual representation, right? And I'm a magician as well. So like the art of magic is performing, right? Whether it's a card trick, whether it's misdirection. The way me and my team kind of saw it is that by the way, my team were all magicians. Right?
Okay.
These guys weren't normal guys, right? Like I had some of the best magicians in the world, like creative consultants that would be coming up with these wacky, almost like a script writer, but they're magic, right? And also, another thing that's really, really useful, right, is that we had our like arch enemies. We had other teams that were trying to copy us, right? There were some other teams in America. Right, I mean, I'm gonna name a few. Some guy called Rick Lax, some guy called Paul Vu, some guy called Chibrizi. Nice guys, I know them all, great guys, but we were copying them, they were copying us. It's like, wow, how can we be the most viral? So we were united as a force, right? Following this formula of like, good hook, internationally appealing, have something, make it high retention, so you have to watch till the end. All of these things, it was just like we were a united force following a formula, trying to crack the algorithm.
Insane.
Yeah.
And then that must have meant that if you go onto Facebook or Instagram during COVID, when nothing else is going on, you guys and the US guys were like dominating the scene, which also meant people at home were probably used to seeing this formula. So then they were like, okay, they recognize it, it's consistent, they remember
Exactly.
it.
Look, we like, the Julius Dein page was number one. Like we beat everyone. I mean, categorically speaking, like we were number one in the world multiple times throughout the year. And I think overall views, we crushed everybody, but I had a serious business going. Like this wasn't just me and my friends meeting up. Like we had a prop room, we had runners, we had multiple video editors, we had multiple content houses, we had a 15-person content team, we had unlimited. I mean, I say unlimited. We had heavy investment from to kind of build this out, and also we were stuck in a beach down at Apply.com, and there was nothing else to do. Not like you're in, I don't know, maybe you're in Vegas or Miami or London, and like you've got to be locked up. In Mexico, they didn't really care in Playa.com about like they don't care about like staying in your house all day. It was a very open space to film, which is why it was perfect.
So you tick that off the list then.
Yeah.
You got to number 1, amazing.
Yeah.
What happened after that when the world opened up again?
Facebook changed the algorithm.
Okay, talk me through it.
I lost it all. It all went downhill.
Sending money internationally? We have the newest solution. Stop paying for Swift transfers. It's expensive, and you'll wait days before you see a result. At Fluid, our international transfers are instant, free, and safe. Sign up and download the app today.
It all went downhill, right?
Okay.
Facebook, right, okay, I'm gonna tell you something, and this is something really important, and this is something for your audience to remember, okay? Or your audience to remember, okay? The good times don't last, all right? You know what I mean by that? The good times don't last. The good times never last. The good times are not gonna last on TikTok. The good times are not gonna last on Facebook. The good times are not gonna last on YouTube. The good times don't last. They never last. Crypto, boom, it's going up, it's going amazing. Boom, there's a bust. Shit goes down, goes to 20, might go to 10, might go up again, might go down again, right? That's it, right? If you get in early to the game, if you get in early to Bitcoin, if you get in early to Facebook, right, you're gonna win if you have the right content and distribution, if you've got the right strategy. So the good times did not last, but I was aware of that. And I said to my team, I was like, yo guys, this is not going to last. So let's make hay, whilst we can, because there's gonna be a change. This is unfair. It's not fair that there's a team of people, like a small group of people, that are getting more views than entire countries, right? Entire nations combined. Entire continents. Yeah. One of our videos got almost 1 billion views. That's the same fucking size as India almost. India's 1.5 billion people. We got almost 1 billion views. So we were prepared for it. I was prepared for it, because that is what happens. I mean, Facebook have a habit of changing things. Like, oh, everything's going really well. Boom, they change. Boom, they change. It's going to happen. It does happen, right? Yeah. It happens with Instagram. Everyone's complaining about Instagram. Oh no, our likes have gone down. It will happen more and more and more. That is what happened. That's the nature of the game. So there was an algorithm change. Overnight, revenue dropped by 90%. And then I said to my team, I was like, okay, pack it in. We're off and out. Pack your stuff. I had this house for a few more months, and then everyone went off and did their own thing. So that's not completely true. It all moved remote, right? Facebook changed the algorithm, right? Now, I am a magician at heart, right? The way I saw what I did right? Making these viral videos, building this content house. It was almost like a magic trick, right? In that, the audience, the trick was tricking the entire world into watching these videos.
Yeah.
Right? This was the grand magic trick. It sounds ridiculous, right? But somehow, some way, we created the most viral videos in the world on repeat every single day, categorically, and I was very proud of it, right? And in the mix of it all, I was pulling off epic magic tricks, right? Because I had a high, I was able to I was able to do way sicker stuff when you have, a bigger production team, right? So I was doing cool shit. I was walking on water illusions and sticking my friend through a spike. So I was doing all these type of magic tricks, but it's very hard to go between the two, right? So what have I got now? I went from a magician, right? Now I've built this production team generating millions and millions of dollars a month. So I've kind of got both. I'm a content creator and I'm a publisher at the same time. So I'm like, right, how am I going to keep these things going, right? Facebook, right? It wasn't working. The revenue dropped by 90%. So long story short, I went back to the magic. Right? There was a period of 10 months where I was just posting these prank videos and sketches and CCTV videos, but I took all the videos down. I unlisted everything, 1,500 videos. I was like, right, I can't do this anymore. It was a fun ride. I kind of got lost a little bit in these kind of viral videos. Let me move back to the magic, which is actually my passion and what I enjoy doing.
Yeah.
Right? So I've got hundreds and hundreds of videos. We've generated incredible IP. I start going out performing street magic, kind of reinvigorating that kind of magic focus on my Facebook page. And then all these videos we start moving them over to Snapchat. That's right. Snapchat is a big place, a big revenue focus, right? Right now, there are massive companies worth billions of dollars like Jelly Smack. Basically in the UK and America, everyone's trying to sign up creators for Snapchat shows, right? Big revenue, right? A single video on Snapchat can make $100,000, right?
Wow.
It's happened to me in the last couple of weeks. One single video can make $100,000. That is a fact, if not significantly more. So we started working on Snapchat, creating original content for Snapchat, moving over our kind of viral production house to Snapchat. And now we've got almost 20 shows based around magic, based around food cookery, random I know, based around pranks and sketches, working with creators. And that's this whole other business focused on Snapchat. Whilst I am focused on the magic and content, whilst also running this kind of media publishing business, which is a remote operation. We have a big team of people. I say big, we've got, 10, 20 people involved in the operation right now, maybe 7 full-time and maybe another 10 who are kind of creating content. And then I'm focused on making awesome content. So that's the development of kind of what's been going on. But yeah, Snapchat's crazy.
The size of the production house that you had and also how quickly you pivoted sounds insane.
Yeah.
First of all, congratulations
Thank
for
you.
being able to identify so quickly. How did you identify Snapchat was the next big thing so fast?
Everyone knows what's going on, who's at the top.
Okay.
Right? If you're at the top of your game, if you're in the crypto game, you're at the top, you know what the new coins are, you know kind of what's going on, like the new, whatever it is, technology, etc. I'm not saying I'm the top of the game, but I was top of the Facebook game. So you can kind of smell it, you talk with your guys and you got kind of, people know what's up, right? And there was this smell of Snapchat. Also, I was being messaged multiple times. Hey man, do you want to partner 50-50 on a Snapchat show? Right, by different agencies, right? They want to work with me on Snapchat, which completely makes sense, by the way. That's a huge business. Right now, there are massive publishers that have got the ability to create shows on Facebook, and they're partnering with creators, and they're doing a 50-50 partnership. Jelly Smack, it's going to be valued at, I think, $2 or $3 billion. They've literally made an entire business of that, 50-50 with creators. They've opened thousands and thousands of channels for different creators on Snapchat. Anyway, I'm a magician with a big audience on social media and I have a lot of credibility, and I was able to finesse my way in the door with Snapchat. Right, I know the Snapchat team, and I spoke with them, and I basically managed to open up a number of different shows with Snapchat, develop the relationship, build a relationship, and do it myself rather than having to go through an agency. So we started opening up these shows. We now have, as I say, we've got, I think, combined, almost 10 million followers across our different Snapchat shows. And yeah, that's kind of a self, fueling business where we're kind of creating viral content on Snapchat. However, don't forget, the good times don't last. So ready for that. It's not going to last.
So everyone that's watching then who has not got a Snapchat account or maybe deactivated it 10 years ago, get back on it. This is the time.
Yeah. So what I'd say is if you're just trying to make Snapchat content on your Snapchat account, that doesn't work.
Okay.
Right. However, you have a thing called a Snapchat show.
Okay.
Right. Now it's hard to get a Snapchat show. You have to partner with someone who has a Snapchat business or a Snapchat relationship or a Snapchat panel or whatever you want to call it. Right. It's not difficult to find them. There's a lot of different, basically Snapchat don't want garbage on their platform. Right. So what they do is they vet. So they vet the individual publisher / creator. So they'll be like, right, okay, we want to work with you. They'll have an interview, chat. approve. But you can't just, it's not like a Facebook page or a YouTube channel where you can just open it up. You have to do it through a vetting process. However, it's also not the type of content that just goes viral. Like you have to make, again, you got to follow the formula, right? Yeah. The reason we have such viral content is because we know how to make viral content. So that's why Snapchat's killing it for us. So I'd say like, if you're making great content on TikTok or Facebook, partner up with an agency, get a Snapchat show, right? Maybe as part of that deal, you can do like a 50-50 deal and they'll do your content for you. If you've got an in with Snapchat, go speak to them directly. Maybe they'll get you a Snapchat show. And sure, it's an extra stream of revenue and it can be very profitable. As I say, like, I've got friends on Snapchat making $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 a month. Insane. I mean, these are huge platforms. I mean, Snapchat, you just think about it as like, oh, I'm going to just send whatever picture to like some girl that I met, vice versa, or whatever it is, But it's more than that.
Yeah.
It's a big platform. It's a communication platform. Like, it's not just like, it's not just like a kind of like a sexting platform. Like, it is really picking up. And obviously, because you're in Dubai, like Snapchat's lit. Everyone uses it just to chat. For sure. And Snapchat shows. That's what I'm talking about. Snapchat shows. Yeah. That's where the big money is. Yeah.
One thing that you said was really interesting was when the Facebook algorithm era was over, that actually you delisted thousands of videos. And for a lot of people that maybe had got a lot of views, that would have been a pain point. That would have been an ego thing. Like, I'm not deleting them. They're the most viewed videos in the world.
Right.
What was the reason behind deleting those videos?
The reason for deleting those videos, and it was a painful reason, was that I could not bring myself to post more magic whilst there were thousands of other videos that were bringing followers to my Facebook page. Right, I had the most viral videos in the world on my Facebook page, and they were still getting views, and they were making hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. They weren't making millions a month; they're making hundreds of thousands of dollars. I had 1,500 videos, some of those viral videos in the world, and they were all. When a video goes viral, it brings in followers.
Yeah.
Right. So I was growing like 5, 10, 20,000 followers a day off these like stupid prank videos. Now, my passion and what I built an amazing community for is the magic. Right, and deep down, that's kind of that's why I started doing social. It was never about like, oh, let me make cringy videos to generate revenue. It was like, I love the magic, right? So I couldn't do both at the same time. So I went through a period where I was like, oh, do I delete them? Do I keep them? Like, do I take them down from my Facebook page? Because they were growing, like viral, millions of views a day just off residual income, like off residual views, which led to residual income. Just how like, I don't know, Roman Atwood or like Logan Paul will have like videos from 4 or 5 years ago that are generating a bit of cash flow.
Yeah.
This is what was happening with my Facebook videos, but I had to make a decision about the direction of my personal brand. And at the end of the day, like my personal brand is more valuable than whatever cash was being generated. So I was like, you know what? It has to be done, right? I have to take the videos down. So I went through, right? And I did it myself. I unlisted every single video that wasn't some type of like cool magic video. And then I said to my team, I'm like, right, we're going to go on a big posting spree now, and I'm going to create lots of sick content. So we started reposting the bangers. We reformatted like content from like me doing magic with Drake and me doing magic in Africa, and also started to create original content. So, I've been out in Dubai filming magic. I'm going to the Philippines in a few weeks. So I'm going to be doing some really awesome content there. But yeah, you got to stick by, like, you can't do multiple things on one account. Like if you should know one thing about social media, the best accounts have a very, very clear theme.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I took a right, traveled the world, did sick magic, right, lived my 20s, right, and then I took a sharp left during the pandemic, started making the most ridiculous videos in the world that were generating millions of dollars of revenue, and then I was like, hold on a sec, the money doesn't satisfy me. And it's a very classic thing. It's easy to hear, especially if you haven't made money.
Yeah.
But like, it's very easy for people to be like, money doesn't make me happy. Like genuinely and truly and honestly, I promise you, money does not make you happy, right? It can help, sure, but it didn't make me happy. But what made me, what kind of was going to bring me fulfillment, I felt, was like really getting back on track with the magic and with the amazing content, right? And don't forget, in the last year, like, it's easy to ignore the millions and millions and millions of comments off the 45 billion views, but there was a lot of comments like, Julius, why are you doing this? I love the magic. I want to see more magic. Why are you doing these stupid pranks? Obviously me, I'm there with my team, like me and my best friends, like 30 of us being like, wow, okay, well, we know why we're doing this. Like, this is a great business. We're having a lot of fun. It's the pandemic, but I kind of have to do it for me, for the community, call it for the fans. I wanted to go back to authentic, amazing content. So unlisted it, not just from Facebook, also from YouTube, right? I took down billions of maybe 4 or 5 billion views off YouTube. Took down, billions and billions of views off Facebook. And I took down billions and billions of views on TikTok as well. So all in, I was like, right, fuck these videos, right? Like I've gone too far. I don't want these videos anymore. Like, it's just not what I want. It's not like, for multiple reasons. It just doesn't make sense anymore. Sliced everything, went back to the magic, and here I am chatting to you.
Back to the magic. And also
back to the magic, apart from Snapchat, that we're trying to, that's like its own team and infrastructure that the Snapchat business is very profitable and it's very exciting to be able to invest in new verticals of content and build its own production company, right? Like, it's exciting in its own way. I love the idea of having a business, except this time, I don't want to be the name of the business, right? If we're building out all these awesome Snapchat shows, that are generating, whatever it is, right? I don't want it to say Julius Dein in the title. So now all of our Snapchat shows, I'm not associated with. I'm the CEO, I'm the investor, executive producer, whatever you want to call it, executive producer, whatever you want to call it. But I'm not like, it's not like by Julius Dein. These are like shows away from me. It's just fun to be able to take my passion for social content and like building a team and working with great people and be able to move that over to a different platform and utilize those skills in terms of building a business. Because, it's really fun. It's really fulfilling, right? It's very financially profiting, and I can use the revenue from that to be able to invest in sicker content for the Julius Dein brand, which actually isn't so profitable.
There's huge entrepreneurial spirit that you have. Like, it's actually insane speaking to you. And I think for everyone that's watching, they're really inspired as well. I think one of the things looking into your socials was community. So like, you've gone to India, you actually had like the police pull you aside and be like, yo, your crowds are too big. You need to like weigh it down. For people that are watching, communities drive most business models as well. Like that is everything.
100%.
How did you acquire and also obtain that?
Well, firstly, magic is, big question, right? How do you build a community? People have to like you, right? You have to be people have to like you. So I guess people liked what I was doing. So I was doing cool magic with different types of people, pretty girls, homeless people, local civilians on the streets of London, whatever you want to call it. I was hitting different target audiences whilst doing something that people like. So I'd recommend, if you're trying to build a community, find a niche, right? Whether that's origami, crypto, magic, whatever it is, and then do something that people like. Start talking about it, start creating content about it. That's how you build a community.
And I think be relatable as well. You still seem like you are still the guy from London, even though you've had all these accomplishments you ticked off the list as well.
Yeah, I mean, look, I am deeply unfulfilled because that is the nature of the person I am, right? Yes, I've ticked the box of making, money. Yes, I've ticked the box of like, building an audience / being famous, like traditionally, but I'm deeply unfulfilled and I'm trying to figure out like, right, where do I go? How do I go? What do I do? Like, so make no mistake. Like, I am the guy from London and I am like, I'm proud of what I've accomplished and, I'm excited that I've done some cool things, but like, I think the nature of people, certain people like myself is just like, right, he's doing that. How do I get there? Right? Fuck, Logan Paul's a trillion, Mr. Beast is a billionaire and I've just made some stupid videos on Facebook. David Copperfield owns 17 islands and I've just, so like, comparison is a thief of joy. So yeah, meditation, breathing, surround myself with good people and, just trying to detach myself from social. I think that's very important for everyone because it can be toxic. It's a very toxic place, the internet.
Saying you're unfulfilled is probably one of the most honest sentences I've actually ever heard in a podcast that I've done. Talk me through like a day in the life of you. And also you mentioned some of the hate there and how that gets difficult. Maybe how you overcome that with some of these kind of tasks. Because that also must be really shit.
Well, look, the good thing about social media, right? And one thing you learn from the likes of people such as Logan Paul, who was the most hated man in the world 2 years ago, is that people just forget about shit, right? And also I wasn't actually in the videos. That's a big thing to remember. Even though I was producing these videos, even though it was on my Facebook page, I wasn't actually in the videos. I was like the behind the scenes executive producer. So when I saw all these comments like, oh, fuck you, Julius, why are you making all these shit videos? Like, it didn't really bother me too much because it's not me. You feel me? It's just, I'm posting a video. Like, let's say someone you like. I mean, who do you like?
Julius Dein.
Okay, there's someone else.
Let's talk about Andrew Tate because he's been on the internet.
All right, fine. Andrew Tate's not a good example because he's deleted his social media and he's massively hated already.
Okay.
But someone else, I don't know, let's say Rihanna. Let's say Rihanna posted a video, like a funny video of a prank, right? You're not going to go, I hate Rihanna. Like, how dare she do this video? You're just going to be like, oh, it's a bit weird that Rihanna posted this random prank video. So it has a different association. So in my mind, these comments didn't have quite the same association as like if it was me. Like Andrew Tate, like he's a big, he plays the hero of masculinity, but like that shit will get to him. Like you cannot live your life everyone's talking about you, hating about you, like that shit will get to him. And you know, but it's different because people are like, fuck you, Andrew Tate, I hate you, I want to punch you in the face. Whereas me, it was like, I hate your shit videos. Which is not great, honestly.
How can they hate them? As someone that is kind of like really dominated social media scene, when you saw that Andrew Tate getting dethroned from socials, what was your thoughts?
My thoughts are it's fucking outrageous, right? I really like Andrew Tate. He's great. He is bold, he is audacious, he is controversial, he is honest, he is clear, he's intelligent, right? And honestly, I feel very sorry for him because I don't think what he did was that bad.
Yeah.
Right? He clearly is a very intelligent man that has clearly built an amazing audience of people that follow him and love what he says. Right, and he says a lot of positive messages as well. He talks about, you know, the importance of looking after your girlfriend and being a man and being fit and healthy and pushing yourself to the limit and surrounding yourself by positive people. So I'm a big fan of Andrew Tate. I understand why some of the things he says were provocative and seen as misogynistic. But should he be deleted? No. Why? Because we live in a free world, and in a free world, people get to debate about things. If you're right, then you can talk about it and explain yourself. And if you're wrong, you can talk about your opinion and you can be challenged by other opinions. That is the basis of a free economy.
Yeah.
So for him to be deleted, it's like, he can't even defend himself. He's having to go on TV shows, on Piers Morgan and big TV shows and podcasts just to defend himself because he's been deleted. I don't know what's going on at Facebook, but like, this is something that Facebook or YouTube or, you know, Meta, but this is something that's going to be a problem in the future because this is happening multiple times. It's happened with Donald Trump, the ex-president of the United States. They've deleted him off Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. What is going on with this world? They've deleted the fucking president off the internet. This happened with Andrew Tate. This happened with Steve Will Do It, big Nelk YouTuber. So they're deleting people left, right, and center without giving them the opportunity to be able to defend themselves. And I think that if you're going to be deleted off the internet, it has to be extremely clear why. The problem with Facebook and YouTube is because they don't want to get sued, they don't really give you a reason.
Yeah.
Now, I hope that Andrew Tate, with his millions of dollars and hundreds of millions of dollars and his brand and his ability to get on big TV shows, is going to seriously try and I don't know what he can do. Launch a lawsuit. Create a united petition to combat this because I don't think it's fair they can delete someone. He hasn't committed hate crime, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. He hasn't said, right, fuck women, everyone go and stab your girlfriends or wives. He hasn't done that, right? What he's done is say some very controversial things that, admittedly, right, some of them are disagreeable, and you're allowed to disagree. And I disagree with many of the things he says. I don't disagree with everything he says. I believe in a lot of what he says. Yeah. So that's my opinion on Andrew Tate. I think that it's a shame he got banned because he's hilarious. I enjoy watching him.
And he was playing the social game as well. He was getting people enticed.
Social game, yeah. Exactly. I built an entire business of these, making viral videos that were a little bit controversial enough to watch until the end. Yeah, exactly.
So you've mentioned some things throughout the podcast, focusing on Snapchat as one of the kind of main platforms at the moment, going back to Magic. What else is next for you? Because there's also this entrepreneurial kind of investing edge as well. You're kind of diversifying a little bit. So what's next for you?
Yeah, so I just put 10% of my portfolio into Bitcoin.
Oh, congratulations.
Waiting for Ethereum to go under 1,000, and I'm going to put in 20-30% into Ethereum. Mm. Why? Because I just have a feeling about Ethereum, Bitcoin. And then I'm building out the Snapchat production business. So we've just hired a bunch of people, and then we want to scale that to 50, 100 shows. I still have my production team in Mexico, my team that are like rebuilding in Mexico. So Mexico will fuel my Snapchat because as we grow more shows, my production team in Mexico are going to be able to work together on that. Nice. So that's really awesome. And then in terms of me, personal content, I want to create amazing, impactful content which has a feel-good element of giving back. So we're going to the Philippines, we're going to do magic, we make money appear in really exciting different ways. And I'm going to be traveling around Philippines, India, creating incredible content. And hopefully in the next year or two, I'll do another tour, right? A bigger tour, a better tour, a more impressive tour. Just before the pandemic, I did a 10-country tour with shows in France, in Amsterdam, in Milan, like a bunch of different places all around Europe. And I would like to do that again on a bigger scale. But in order to do that, I'm going to get out to the magic. So I'm going to start creating sick content. I'm trying to build out the business for Snapchat. I'm going to take my best editors from my Snapchat, from my viral video production business who can work on my own personal brand. And hopefully I'm going to have very much an automated system where I have one fueling the other. And then, to be honest with you, like over the last 2 years, I've not needed to take brand deals. Like I've turned down 5-6 figure brand deals in the past multiple times because by the time I've had to fly out to America, film this video for 3 days, come back, it's like a week of my life, in which case I'd rather just focus on like building out the business and like, the stress involved in that. There's an opportunity cost, and I really enjoy that I don't have to be like the type of social media influencer that needs to, like, I need to get a $7,000 YouTube Shorts fund. Like, obviously that's amazing, and I don't come from money, and I've earned all my own money myself, like from zero to what I've built in terms of my business. Like, I've not been given anything on a plate. I understand the value of money, but I am in a place right now where, like, I really want to focus on what I enjoy doing, and I don't want to do things for, like, like, this is not, I'm not trying to, like, create tons of content and put my own personal time so much into doing anything that I don't really want to do. And I really want to do the magic. I really want to create incredible content. I really want to tour, and I really want to build it out further.
Amazing. So I'm super inspired by everything you've shared today, and I know that everyone watching is as well. Julius Dein, thank you so much.
Thank you, Jess. Appreciate you.
Thank you guys for watching.
Getting in and out of crypto? We have the newest solution. Stop paying fees on crypto exchanges and stop waiting long processing times. At Fluid, our one roof structure allows you to get in and out of crypto in seconds, direct from your bank account. Sign up and download the app today.